Hey guys, what's up? So, a few things arrived in the mail today, and I've also bought a lot of movies and crap recently, so I thought I'd just show all those off. And my Horrorblock arrived in the mail. I've already opened it, of course, as usual, so I just want to show off what's inside. And I honestly think that this month they're really getting back to what made the Horrorblock really, really cool. So let's just open it. Alright, so starting off, one of the first things at the top of the box is this Friday the 13th Jason plushie, which I really, really, really dig this, although it's a little, like, it feels a tad bit cheap, but it's also really, really cool. And I definitely really like having these kinds of things, because it's kind of funny to make, you know, little cutesy plush dolls out of murderous serial killers that are just like absolutely ruthless. So yeah, that's really cool, and I'm a pretty big fan of Friday the 13th. So there's that. Let me get to one of the throwaway items. Actually, probably the only throwaway item they threw in here. It's the Horrorblock Notebook of the Dead, and it's literally just like a little like sketch, like pad writing notebook thing that has the Necronomicon on it, which I think it's somewhere in this room. When I was in my senior year of high school, I actually got a pretty decent sized moleskin notebook, and I just drew the Necronomicon face on it, and on one side, and then the Necronomicon symbol on the back. And I honestly prefer that to this. So this is kind of a throwaway item. I still kind of dig it though. I still kind of do. I am a fan of Evil Dead. Now it's probably one of the coolest items in the block this month. It is an autographed picture of two very lesser known, but at the same time very big horror icons. Let me just move the certificate of authenticity to the back. And it does have a certificate of authenticity saying that there was someone present when they autographed this picture, so it's, you know, legit. And it is an autographed picture signed by Lisa and Louise Burns, who played the Grady twins in The Shining. So it's an autographed picture of the Grady twins from The Shining. That is really, really cool, because I absolutely love The Shining. It's probably one of my favorite movies from Stanley Kubrick, and it's one of the best horror films ever made, and it is autographed by them with a certificate of authenticity that states that somebody was present, that an official was present when they signed the picture. So that's one of the really cool things in the block this month. Next is, and this is what I mean when I said they're getting back to their roots, because remember, in like, it was like Halloween, the Halloween Horrorblock, they gave us a copy of Puppet Master on Blu-ray. I still have the damn thing. You know, and then the next month they gave us a copy of Tales from the Crypt Keeper, like a collection of episodes from the old cartoon series. And this month, even though they gave us like a movie from the Asylum, and it's also like a crappy TV zombie movie, at least they're giving us movies on Blu-ray again. And this month's is Rise of the Zombies. So I now own Rise of the Zombies on Blu-ray and DVD, and apparently, according to the thing, you can't really see it, but that's a Best Buy sticker that says that this combo pack is exclusive to Best Buy, which basically means that I'm assuming that like they just had a bunch of people go into Best Buy, buy a bunch of copies of this Blu-ray DVD combo pack, and put them in the boxes, which is, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll watch this movie eventually. I'm not really super interested in it, although it does have Danny Trejo, and I do really, really like him. He's a good actor. But it is from the Asylum, who made a lot of really bad movies like Atlantic Rim, Jack the Giant Killer, The Da Vinci Treasure, Sharknado, even though I honestly enjoyed Sharknado quite a bit. And then we get on to the shirt, which I just realized is actually green. I thought it was gray, but I guess it kind of fits. The shirt, which I honestly really dig, is a Beetlejuice t-shirt that says "Say My Name," and yeah, I really like Beetlejuice. It's not my favorite Tim Burton movie, but I'm a pretty big fan of Tim Burton, and it's definitely one of his best movies that he made in the 80s, at least. And finally, we get on to the issue of the Rue Morgue. Let me just check this thing. Okay. We get on to our issue of the Rue Morgue, which, let's see what the Gourmet is talking about this month. They're talking about Island of Death. I've seen that one. I reviewed that one like a year ago. Like literally a year ago. But yeah, they're talking about Island of Death in this one. And The Mutilator, both from Arrow Releasing. But this month's cover is on Astron 6's new flick, The Editor. Which I'm interested in seeing that one because they made Manborg and Father's Day, and I really enjoyed that. And on the back, I just realized this. On the back, they're advertising the Green Inferno, which I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I hope did they put a poster in this issue, because they haven't done that in a while. Wait a minute, I think I saw an issue. Oh, they have a freaking, well, they have an article about Rocky Horror Picture Show turning 40 years old, which that's pretty cool. And right next to it they have an article about the new Devil's Carnival movie, which looks awesome. Let's see, influences on Astron 6. The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, Don't Torture a Duckling, Suspiria, Hitchhike. I don't know. It's a pretty good article, pretty good issue this month. I'm probably gonna give that a read. Although last month's issue I didn't give a read yet. I mean, I may have flipped through it, but yeah, that's really it for the Horrorblock this month. And I'm going to be actually canceling my subscription to the Horrorblock, mainly because since I got in the car accident, I'm not making money anymore, and I can't pay for it anymore. I have to save as much money as possible, so I'm not going to be getting the Horrorblock anymore. I might pick it up eventually, but yeah, that was a really good one. It's getting back to its roots finally. I'm going to get on to the DVDs, Blu-rays, and VHS tapes that I bought. I actually bought only one VHS tape, and this is one I bought off eBay, and I completely forgot I bought it, and then I got it in the mail, and I'm like, oh, well, I have that now. It's what's his name? Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog, who is a documentary filmmaker. He made Grizzly Man. I've seen Grizzly Man from him. I haven't seen this one yet, but it's his remake of Nosferatu from the late 70s. And this is like a really good, like, hard case. And it even has things in it for, like, official merchandise of the movie. And it's still, like, it's in a really good condition. I don't know why I bid on it. It was like I bid $2 on it with free shipping, and I got it, so I was just like... So I just decided, whatever, I will take it. Okay, let me get on to everything else. Let me just group some things together. That. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this by starting with stuff I bought from FYE. I went to FYE after I got in the car accident a few days after, and I decided to do something to cheer me up. I would buy some cheap movies. So, I saw they had a used copy of Midnight Meat Train, Clive Barker's Midnight Meat Train, and I remember watching it and really liking it, and I decided to buy it for like $5, and I rewatched it, and I really like this movie. And when I first heard it was a Clive Barker movie, it doesn't really feel like a Clive Barker movie, like, at all, because of how the film, like, it's literally a film about a serial killer who kills people in the subway in the middle of the night, and, like, slaughters them, like, animals. And that's what it's about. Now, that doesn't feel like something that that Clive Barker would make. It doesn't feel like something that, you know, the guy who gave us Hellraiser and Lord of Illusions and Nightbreed, it doesn't feel like something he would make. But there's actually a twist ending to it, and there's a twist ending to the story, to the short story it's based on, that is like really unexpected and right out of left field, which I really dig. And this still has the sticker on it from when I bought it. Come on. Come on. Got it off. But, yeah, Midnight Meat Train. Happy to put that one in my collection. Next I bought this mainly because it was on the sale rack at FYE, and it was like $2. It is the Demonic Toys 6-movie set, and it's one of those really cheap, you know, like 6 movies on one disc kind of things. But the reason I bought it, even though I already own Demonic Toys and Demonic Toys 2, the version of Demonic Toys that's on this set is a widescreen edition, and the version I have on DVD is the full screen. And the full screen version really isn't that good at all. Like, it's watchable, but it's not that good if you're gonna watch it on a full screen, on a widescreen TV. So I have this now as a widescreen version. I didn't like Demonic Toys 2. It has Dollman vs. Demonic Toys, which I don't remember ever watching, so I might have to watch that. And it also has all 3 Ginger Dead Man movies on it, and I really like the first Ginger Dead Man. The third one is pretty bad. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I mainly bought it because it had the Ginger Dead Man movies, and I wanted to get those. Finally, probably one of the things I'm really happy to finally get my hands on is this double set from Artisan, and it is Wishmaster 1 and 2, and I reviewed the first Wishmaster like a year ago, and I remember giving it high praise and saying that this should be, you know, with the greats, with Hellraiser, with Nightmare on Elm Street, and I still think that after rewatching it. And I've also watched the sequel by now, and the sequel's also really solid. And I got this for like $3, so that's really worth it. Finally, we get on to stuff I ordered off of eBay. I ordered a copy of Saw. I didn't look at the description, so I didn't realize I was just buying the disc. So I have just the disc of Saw, which luckily I have Saw 2 around here somewhere on my shelves. There it is. I'm going to put it in the case with Saw 2. And I bought Night of 1,000 Cats. And this is another one of those very cheap cardboard cases similar to Zipper Face, which I bought as well, and I haven't watched that, but I watched this one last night. And now I'm going to go ahead and say it. This movie is absolutely terrible. It might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it is, the runtime on this movie is 63 minutes, but apparently the original cut of this movie that is like unavailable in America is 93 minutes. So I'm missing out on either the best 30 minutes of this movie, or I'm missing out on another terrible, dreadful 30 minutes of this movie. I'm kind of hoping it is the latter, so. But yeah, it's a movie about a guy that, about a millionaire playboy philanthropist who meets women and then kills them and grinds them up and feeds them to his 1,000 cats that he has in a pit in his basement. And all I'm going to say is the Corpse Grinders did it better and did it with a lot more blood and gore, and the Corpse Grinders came out, like, I want to say maybe 6 years before this. I don't know, I have my copy of the Corpse Grinders right here. Let's see, when did this one come out? $1971. Okay, I was wrong. This movie came out a year before Night of 1,000 Cats, so I was thinking of something else probably. Finally, a movie I'm really happy to get my hands on a copy of, because I reviewed it a while back and I said that I really want to pick it up, and I got it for like $5. That was including shipping off Amazon, which was, it was $2 with $3 shipping, and it is Possession, and this is the very cheap South Korean like copy of it that's region free, so I can watch it on any DVD player. But yeah, this is a really cool, weird kind of body horror movie, and it's very solid, and I absolutely love this movie. I would get the Blu-ray of it, but the Blu-ray is like $30-40, and I do not love this movie enough to spend $30-40 on just the Blu-ray when I can watch the DVD, which, while it is full screen, it's better than watching anything else. And apparently this movie claims to be 16 by 9 widescreen, but I just watched like the first few minutes on my computer and it was full screen. So yeah, whatever. It's a movie that was $3 and it's really good. And finally, last but most certainly not least, is this year's one of my favorite movies so far from 2015, Headless. And it is indeed autographed by the guy who plays the killer in the film, the guy who plays Maggot in the film, and the director. And this movie also has audio commentary with the director and the star, as well as a separate audio commentary with the stars. And yeah, I ordered this for $18 off of the Headless website, because they were like, hey, you want to get this signed? No extra charge. So I decided to do that. They also sent me a Headless magnet, fridge magnet, I guess. So that's cool. Except it won't fucking stick to anything. But yeah, that's it for pickups right now. I'm gonna put some of these DVDs away and maybe watch a couple of them. Peace.